Alright, I have returned. It's been a while. I think it's been basically half a week. I had a busy week at work, so I couldn't find the time to start another stream, but now I'm here, and I'm happy to, I guess, try to fix David's life. Yeah, a lot happened last time. We started a business that is going questionably well. I think we're having a few issues with cash flow and expenses. David has had to sell a few of his belongings, then buy them back immediately, then sell them again to pay for his debt. Obviously, I have forgotten all and any controls that I previously knew, but I hope that won't stop us today. I hope we can fix the mess that I guess we created. Alright, David, let's see. You've had issues with health, no issues with sanity, although being a bank clerk apparently, oh yeah, because we kind of worked you to the bones. My bad on that one. Oh, potential arthritis? That's not good. Pneumonia? That's not good. That's the chess losing streak, that doesn't really matter, and yeah. I'm not gonna go over everything, that is gonna be a bit too much for me. Alright, let's see. Business is doing roughly fine. We are low on cash. It's April. When do the next things pay out? September, July, September, June. Oh, that's not going to be good. That is going to be a rough few months once again. Let's see if we can keep steady though, or if David is gonna burn all the available cash. Let's see, what are you doing at the moment? Eating. Right, I need to get back to being used to this, to these controls. What is your current eating a shower? Bank clerk, bookkeeper. You don't have your second job because I think you got fired because 2 full-time jobs is maybe a little bit much. Playing chess outdoors, buying items, social club, cold calling strangers. Yeah, I think that's good at priority 3. Eventually, I want to get you a scooter. Oh, I want to get David a scooter, but I think that's going to be a while before we can make that happen. Well, Heidi's out of work hours. We still have 6 hours left of this one. What's the performance here? 90%. Oh, it's 100% currently. I hope that's fine. I hope that's fine. We can't really take up any more contracts because obviously the current ones will have to be done first. So yeah, I think for now it's get through the month and see if we can stabilize once again. I think we've already not stabilized a few times. Actually, what can David do at home that doesn't that furthers his job maybe a little bit? I guess bank clerk, you are doing fine, right? What's your performance like? I will never know. Oh, it's here. Performance. Currently 119%. That's incredible. He can miss basically a full month of work without being fired, which is fine. Yeah, there's still these 6 hours left. I can't really hire anyone else, so these 6 hours will have to stay that way. Cooked food expired. We have enough left. Otherwise that would be an issue with David being unable to eat once again. But yeah, I don't think that will he will starve again. I think this time I've got a... Oh yeah, the cooked food. Cooking ingredients expired. Or cooking ingredients expired? Okay, but David is already buying more. That's quite a trek. That's a long way. Let's see, do you have any work hours left that you have to work? Oh, you're already done for the month. Oh, and there are 242 hours left. What can we find anything you can do in 200 hours? I guess, yeah, we looked at the university. There is the degree in, I think it was business and finance. Is that the one? Let's see, auditor. You need to have a degree in business and finance. A degree in business and finance takes how many hours a month? Oh, a minimum of 120. I think that's roughly doable. You are 100% qualified. I think maybe we just enroll David here. Because once we can do the auditor work, then we are absolutely golden. But until then, it's going to be a bit of an issue. I think I'm also, it was what? Shift click to add this as an auto action. I think we need to make sure that David supplies the workplace with, what is this, paper, office supplies, with office supplies. I think I'm just gonna buy some now, because I'm a bit worried that there's not gonna be enough time later on. Maybe we wait a little bit before I enroll David in something very expensive. Yeah, I think this month we'll just have to roll over. We won't have enough to pay even our normal expenses, never mind our debt. Do we still have debt outstanding? Let's see. Could not afford personal loan. Debt with 20% penalty for a total of 210. That's fine. That could be much worse. I'm more worried about the long-term debts or any debts that mean that... What's her name again? Heidi. That Heidi won't get paid. About potential status change last month. Didn't do a lot of social. Yeah, well, happens, David. Or maybe this... Oh, maybe this means that we are less likely to get bought because we did a lot of social. Because I think the month before that was all work, 2 jobs, just trying to stay above water. Let's see, how many hours does this job have? 160. Maybe something like this would work, because it's really close to David's actual work. I'm gonna get him yet another job. Receptionist at City Hall. Didn't get the job. What the fuck, David? Oh, and we can't reapply. Why didn't we get the job? David is incredibly overqualified. It says love thinking, love paperwork. How could they not get the job? That's crazy. Alright. Well, guess maybe that bank was called. Maybe previous employers were called. Maybe they gave a short summary of David's current performance. Oh yeah, he's just shown up to work. Worked for like 2 weeks straight, slept in the office, didn't shower, didn't eat, didn't sleep. And then he was done for the month. Yeah, weird one. Yeah, maybe that's... Oh, home cooked food expired. But we're still good. Still have enough. Oh, even if we didn't we couldn't buy anything anyway. Let's see, this month is gonna be rough again. Although maybe they pay at the start of the month. So in June, was there one that was due in June? Yeah, the Supply University. Both of these are due in June. So yeah, I think next month we get another cash injection and are fine again. And let me slowly look for the upcoming debts. Yeah, this one, it says 3 months to maturity, 2 months, 33 months, 3. Yeah, I should focus on paying these. How much is it? 500, 700. That's a lot, actually. That's a lot more than I expected. Oh, and this is the personal loan. I think, yeah, this one I don't have to worry about, although interest rate of 18% is a bit high. Man, this has gone from a game about fulfilling your dreams to a crisis management game. I'm just hoping to not seriously crash out. Okay, let's see if I was right, if June is the month or if June is an issue, I guess, as well. Oh. Could not afford personal loan. I assume that there's a certain order of when things happen, and that the cash account or the money added to the account is definitely before that. So we are gonna pay our rent full, pay our rent in full, pay the personal loan in full, pay the wages are definitely important. I'm gonna try to stay afloat a little bit. I think like this, so that I can at least pay for office supplies and wages next month. There was one of them in July. Yeah, this one. So at least there's gonna be another bit of cash flow next month. Yeah, with 5 of them and them paying every 6 months, there are going to be months that are going to be an issue. And this one was a double pay month. So I guess we're still struggle busing. But we're out of important debts. And yeah, it's only the personal loan that's still left. And that is, yeah, for 4,000 that I'm not going to pay back early. I think that I wouldn't be able to manage that anyway. Alright, stabilizing. I think we can fast forward the month a little bit. David is just gonna play chess, go to the social club, go back to playing chess. Actually, how are your social interactions going? Currently, you're not actively meeting people. You have Sarian Feldman. Wow, okay, you have a bunch of people that you really like. And Teolinda Jankaria. Jankaria, what a name. Who I think was relationship, madly in love. Can we get you to move in? Can we propose to you? Is there some way to do anything like this? Ooh. Improving attraction. Where's the attraction score? Where do I find this? Is this attraction? Oh yeah, in that case we don't need to give any gifts here. Bid an opinion of at least 50 to join the household. Could be done with Leonora Banas. 53% compatible. Ooh, intimate friend. She's a florist. The high school diploma. Alright, once again, we're speedrunning to the end of the month. playing chess, eating currywurst, going social club, going back home, sleeping, currywurst, social club, home, a shower about once every 2 weeks. Ooh, and we got a tax refund. Oh, this is looking really well. Tax statement. Oh, we have to pay. Oh. Never mind. Never mind. No tax to be paid. We kind of overpaid already, which, I mean, thank God. I'd actually, that's a good question. I don't know how it works in other countries with taxes. I think for us it's very common to, I guess, receive a tax refund instead of having to pay additional taxes, at least if you're not self-employed. But I know that it's very different for different countries. So I'm not quite sure if they are taking the German method of taxes in this game, if that's anything they consider. Let's look at the stock market. Wait, those are the biggest sorted by owned value, listing date, sort by company type, sort by market cap. Yeah, Schmidtcare is still the best. Dividends per share, 3 or 4. I think I bought them for 130 when I had them, which is a long time ago. Maybe. Let's research this one. I don't think that's a change. I didn't pay attention to the previous numbers, but I don't think this is a change. Okay, David. We're speedrunning to the end of the month. Actually, can we get you a scooter? Request test drive? No, you're not requesting a test drive, you're just immediately getting an electric scooter. Because I think cost per unit hours, I think this will majorly improve your commuting time. Are there any other downsides? Does it run out? Do we have to do repairs? It doesn't say. Does it say with cars? Not really. Okay, electric scooter it is. Already, like, first month back in the green, and we're already splurging. Click the button to switch between transport modes. This button. Public transit, driving. David doesn't like driving, but I guess... yeah, too bad, David. You're gonna drive. I'm gonna slow it down a bit. I'm gonna try to figure out if David is actually using this to drive. Ah, there it is. Condition 100%. So once David drives anywhere, don't you have to work? Okay, did that scooter get used? No, it didn't. There we go. So currently David is driving over taking public transit. There's also walking and robotaxi, although I think robotaxi is not really something. I assume that's fairly expensive, right? Well, I wouldn't know. Doesn't tell me. Alright, now we've got David on a scooter. Ooh! Holy shit, those commute times. Wow! David is zooming across the city. That's insane. Let's see. Work. How's work doing? Everything's fine. Contracts, fine. What is... awareness isn't great. Wasn't that higher? It's a lot of natural decay. So maybe it's worth cold calling strangers a little bit. Although I don't know if this is only for... Oh no, it did improve awareness a lot. So yeah, I want to make sure that as soon as the first one of these runs out, I have another one lined up. But I can't really add too many, because then that means that home cooked food expired. David, are you going to be able to take care of that? No, there should still be home cooked food available. Alright, I think with this in mind, I am gonna do the... I'm gonna wait a month, but then I think I'm gonna try to do the university course, make David a business person, or what is it, an auditor? Car dealer on Baum, did I know that one? I don't think I knew that one. Okay. No major contracts came in this time. Months remaining. 7, 5, 7, 4, 10. I assume 7 means it pays next... Yeah, it pays next month. Alright, there are gonna be a bunch of payments coming in. And I think with the job like it is at the moment, maybe David has time to do university? How much was the business and finance degree? 16,000, that's a lot. But we can do a bank loan, right? David, you work at a bank, you give your own loan. Education loan, there we go. And at worst, we can still miss a few hours at the bank. Yeah, the loan will be automatically applied. You're allowed 2 education loans per lifetime. 5.5% is really good. Education loan accepted. Find an education. Alright, David, it's gonna be this one. Nope, never mind. Here. Business, nope. What was it? Business finance. Enroll. What does it mean, extra credit? Oh, maybe that's the amount of... Maybe that's the amount of loan. Or that's the loan amount that David is allowed to take. Oh, maybe these are university courses and not actual degrees. So it's not going to be an individual degree? I don't know. David is just going to enroll in business. It's fine. Education loan added. And then show my current degree. You're gonna treat this as a 1 because I think it's fairly important. Starts next month. What is this? Is it already part of here? Yeah, education, business, finance. Yeah, there are a few 1 priority things here. I think it's fairly important that David works here. Or that David does the degree. I'm gonna check next month how expensive it is to, or I guess how quick he gets experience in that one. Because if that is a slow going thing, then it might be trouble. But maybe eventually we can quit our bank job and start doing the auditor job here full time or half time. Basically assist Heidi. And then we can also take on more contracts and eventually maybe take over full time. Or just expand, take on more contracts, stuff like that. Home cooked food expired. I immediately saw David running up there. Oh, the scooter has got a lot of work hours left. Oh. Bank clerk. David Shatterman has a performance review. Okay, we don't need to schmooze the boss. Accept a bonus or demand a raise. So bonus would be 1,000. That's not gonna do all that much. Demand a raise. It's a raise by 80 cents. That is... And it comes out to what? 80... he works 160 hours. So roughly 130 euros a month, roughly. That seems fine. We'll demand a raise. How much? Ah, I see. So it affects your performance. We'll demand a raise. Do it. 1210. Living the big life. I think 1210 would be... Like, what year is it at the moment? 2027? Yeah, that is... 1210 is just barely above minimum wage. But yeah, it's fine. It's not like David is working all that much. Wait, no, was it 160 hours, 40-hour week? No, actually David is working a normal amount. This is ridiculous. David is getting underpaid massively. Wait, have you been to university yet? Have you been here? This month, studied 0 hours. I assume he'll do that after he's done with work, right? I really hope. Uh-oh. There we go. Now he started the university work. I assume he won't really have time for full course. Let's see, that was 80 hours so far. Is that correct? Did I read that right? Oh, I immediately forgot where I looked at it previously. Yeah, 80 hours this month. Over performance slightly below minimum. If performance drops below 25, you're at risk of being expelled. Ah, there we go. So now with 70 hours in the month to go, David has finished the minimum. Yeah, expected change 0. We don't need that much happiness, so I'm just gonna make David study a little bit more. We can afford a little bit of loss there. Where's your business performance? Oh, I don't see where the performance is. Burnout. Oh yeah. Yeah, you're gonna burn out quite... Yeah. As a bookkeeper, bank clerk, and a degree in business finance. You're working 2.5 and then another job. Although I think this job is fairly light on hours. It's like what? 2 hours, 3 hours a month? Never mind, that's 8 hours. Someone did those? Let's see, if we let things run normally, will David be able to finish? That's the work finished. And I think if I counted correctly, the university is now at 80. Although maybe I did miss a run to university, yeah. 50.6 isn't ideal. Oh, if there was something to edit hours a little bit. Like, can we do the monthly hours and set them to 120, for example? That would be ideal. I will take slightly less pay. Let's see. Body smell. You lost a little bit of health. but in total nothing too bad. And your degree suffered probably a little bit, right? Oh no, it is still, the performance is still above 50. Not massively above 50. Oh, the total XP gained when graduating. So currently I assume it's 50 experience, but it can be much less. And there are how many months left? 33. So that's going to be quite a long time of having to study. I don't know if David's going to be able to do it that well. Yeah, I'm just going to speed it up a little bit. I want to see if the if work can work normally, and if studying, like if we go hands off for an entire month, will David be able to do everything, or do I have to manually David Chatterman's work performance fell to 85%. That's not good. Which work though? Current education 48, that's not good. Work performance, I assume it's this one, bank clerk 85%. That's not too good. And let's look here. I don't know where. Oh, yeah. I don't think I can really see David's work performance here. So in total, David is slightly below managing to do a normal month. Just ever so slightly. We're just a little bit off. I think if this work can work well enough so that David doesn't need to be a bank clerk anymore, then we're doing fine. But I think it's a bit away from that still. And I assume, yeah, still 0% qualified. Once we have, let's see, we probably need a few thousand. David is making how much money per month? Slightly under 2,000. Yeah, this is a bit iffy. It's a bit close. A bit too close for comfort. Oh god, yeah. We still have 80 hours of work left. We have we've only done 40 hours of the degree. How do our loans look? Personal loan, education loan. I think this one is probably, yeah, the education loan is paused. We'll start in a while. This one is still worth 3,000. That's a lot. And I think currently David just still needs the work hours. Although it seems like he's prioritizing fun maybe a little bit too much. Maybe we can skimp on that a little bit. Doesn't need to be a whole lot. But like, how far away are we for this month? Too much. I'm just gonna Q2. 80, 90 and 2 hours of driving. That's gonna be pretty close. Pretty damn close. I'm so glad I got the scooter. Someone reminded me last time. Oh, it didn't remind me. It's not like I knew beforehand, but someone told me that it's a thing. And I think it's making a massive difference. Ooh. David Chatterman's work performance fell to 75%. We're gonna go with... Am I gonna take anything here? I think relax is gonna be necessary. Accept this? Nope. Not so fast. Can we afford to quit? And for now we need another contract, so yeah, it's gonna have to be this one. Awareness increases the average hours from each contract. So if we accept this, maybe it's gonna go up. Yeah, I think David will have to cancel his job at the bank at least. It's just not gonna be enough time. And maybe the cash we currently have will keep us afloat. Ah, but it would be so cool to have both going at the same time. And I think we're really close. I think we're just... If we had like 20 hours more a month, I think we would be able to do it. Maybe if we optimize the... well, if we optimize it a little bit, so we're working, let's say 80 hours in one. Surely 80 hours of work is not going to be too detrimental. Oh, we're working again. Let's Q2. Alright, we're at university. Let's Q2. Oh, we're just working David to the bones. Oh, David, you still need 80 hours at least, right? Oh no, one more. You need 40 hours. So maybe you're allowed to sleep. We have 60 hours left. And I think because you're gonna get... I think you're gonna get teleported home anyway. So you might as well continue for the remainder of the month. David Enterprises completed Supply University. Oh shit! And now we don't have another one in the pipeline. I think our awareness is down a little bit. So how do we fix this? Let's see. David goes super hard on onto the degree. There's what? How many months left? 30. It might be possible to just barely survive with the money. I think currently we're losing... Oh no, I keep thinking about not having the money from work. But obviously it's been like a year, so that would be like 24,000 less and we have 9,000. So yeah, okay. Maybe David just has to pull himself up by his bootstraps and just really go hard on working. Oh yeah, while you're already there, just do 2 shifts as a bank clerk next. Then you rest up, you figure out how to get your happiness up again. What's that, health? No, happiness, yeah. Ooh. That's quite low, and I think you haven't been to university this month at all. Right? Yeah. How about a... no. Yeah. Okay. We do a double shift at work first, and then a quadruple shift at university. So I think with roughly 170 hours left in the month. Come on, you can get some happiness. 150, okay. After this, we're queuing a lot of university work. Actually, let's just queue it for the rest of the month. You're not going to need those 150 hours. Okay, we're very low on happiness. Was there any new contract? Yes, thank God. It went down by 2,000 again. Yeah, it's just not feasible. I think we're currently working David to the bone, and like his work performance, university performance is not even above 50, and his work performance is probably bad. 83. Not really rising as well. So maybe if we do... The problem is if David quits his job, he's gonna be... We're not gonna have the cash flow to even supply ourselves with office supplies. And we can't really accept another contract. Maybe I was a bit over eager to accept the... or to start the university thing. We got through 5 months so far, so maybe it's possible, just with a lot of elbow grease. Maybe we have to prioritize education over working at the job. So let me... Bank clerk, we do that at 2. Sleep on bed is at 3. This at 3. Sleeping, cold calling, all of this at 4. Bookkeeper is really important. Order from wholesaler is really important. Okay, maybe like this. So this way David should prioritize going to university. And only like, let's see, 300 hours. How many university hours did you get in? 40? Oh, how many work hours did you get in? None. So, great. Oh. Yeah, I think David has to kind of quit a job. What's the loan like from the bank? Personal loan. How much is left? Still 3,000. Still so much. David Enterprises business. Estimated value 23,000. Business revenue 27,000. Employees 6,000. That's pretty good. Maybe David can... No, we don't sell the business, we're just gonna power through. We're just gonna know. The only decision to take is no decision. Work performance fell to 48%. Ooh, that's bad. 48% is really not good, and we need to cold call strangers here. We're quitting. It's not gonna be fun, but it's what we have to do. And I think cold calling strangers is gonna be a lot more important. Alright, no job David, it's back at it again. Although I think without a job David should be a lot more happy. Have you cold called strangers at all this month? No? I guess he's putting in a lot of work into university. So let me just add this manually. Maybe 60 hours? How much did you go to university? 160, nice. Yeah, that's gonna improve your grades. Yeah, at worst we can still always take a job, kind of do it for a month, and then like we don't need a great job, we just need to have a job to then get over the month. Any new oh, no new contracts, that's not good. They were just cold call strangers for a week straight. It's fun, right? Don't you love working? Yeah, I didn't really think about this. If this doesn't have enough because basic work to do. Let's just occasionally weave in a cold calling strangers. Just every once in a while. Ah, how about a cold calling strangers? Branding awareness isn't incredible. Oh man, we lost a lot of money. And no new contract this month. Ooh, that's not good. Maybe selling the business is the way to go. Sell the business, do study first, then set up a normal business that we can actually work in. Maybe that's the way to go, because employing someone immediately is definitely not working well. Yeah, lifetime net total is very negative. Alright, David, you're gonna sell this. I forgot how to do it though. Here we go. Mark for sale. Let's see if there are offers coming in. And if it actually sells for the value of the business, which is like 20,000 something, then at least David can afford to survive. Maybe cold calling strangers just in case. Oh no, home cooked food expired. That's not ideal. You need to eat, David. Ooh, wait, what? Confirm sale for 34,000. Yes. Oh, that's incredible. 34,000, that's gonna afford David a lot of just university time. And I think, yeah, we can always move back in if we need to, if we want to. But for now, David is just gonna do university. You're gonna become the best business and finance person in the world. I think our expenses are probably also gonna be quite low. Oh, so is our paperworking. Maybe there's a job at the bank? Banking associate? Oh, no experience in investment banking. Fine, fair enough. Does David have any additional experience? Like, we've done a lot of working, but I don't think any of it has resulted in specific experience. I don't know how to look at this. Oh, probably up here. Character sheet. Nope. Timesheet? Experience sheet, there we go. Experience, a lot of work experience. Oh boy, that's a lot of work experience. Commercial banking, a lot of experience. Customer service, a lot. Surely there are jobs available that David is qualified for that pay well. And maybe that don't need 120 hours a month? Let's see. I need things that David is qualified for that don't do... age limits? Where does it say how many hours a month this is? Well, it doesn't. Yeah, I'm not missing anything here, right? Burnout, experience, 100% qualified, age limits. Let's look through these. Bar manager, security guard, software tester, bank clerk, we've already done that a few times. Gonna around the block a few times with that one. Some of these you don't seem to have any qualifications for? Really? A baker? You don't need to be qualified to be a baker? That seems incorrect. You can poison people like that. Legal intern, damn. Automotive apprentice. Events coordinator. Oh, now we're going to the parts. Yeah. Plumber apprentice. Office admin. Let's find a few office admin jobs. Alright. Full-time, part-time. Part-time office admin. And this is also part-time. Which one? Where was it? Office admin. You need to have work experience a lot, which David is qualified for. How much does it pay? $13.92. That's a lot better than David. That's so much better than the bank job. What about the other part-time job? I think that might be a little bit too much. We already had trouble with the other 160-hour job. Maybe those 55 hours don't really make them a massive difference. Okay, David has a 94% chance to get this job. Let's hope for the best. We got the job. Nice, we got the job. Alright. Office admin, put that on number 1. This on number 2. Cook food and buy items. Yeah, sounds good. Oh wait, they're little sailboats. Oh, that's really cute. I didn't see that at all. They're kind of crashing into things. Oh no, you gained burnout. That's not good. What does it mean? Dude, what does it mean having burnout? Well, I wouldn't be able to tell you. Yeah, no idea. It's just gonna be slight burnout. Oh, there it is. Time for 4 months. David has minus health, minus happiness, minus working and minus thinking, and mental break chance. Well, let's hope it doesn't come to that one. Oh, I see. These are the costs for the scooter. So it does have a monthly cost and it can break. That's good to know. Yeah, I think with the 18 hours of office work, there's not going to be enough to completely satisfy the paperwork, although maybe that comes on the next month. Expiring. Renew lease for 530. I mean, what's the current lease? $530. Oh, yeah. Yeah, easy. Yeah, absolutely. No rent increase? I'll take that one. Oh, I see here. It gave us around 200 paperwork love fulfillment. It doesn't, yeah, it doesn't seem to quite last for the month, but at least it gets us a little bit. Let's see, how's your performance in the degree now? Oh, it's pretty good. 55.5. That's good enough. And yeah, wow, yeah. The cash we get from the business sales still there. Our expenses seem to be fairly mild compared to what they were previously with the other lease and the other rent and everything like that. So yeah, we are cruising. Actually, David, what is your... Can you just pay off this personal loan? Full? That, I think it was like 18%. What was it called? Interest? Yeah, 18% interest. That's a bit rough. 18% is not something that David can easily deal with. I mean, 18% on 3,000 is, I guess, fine. We have the cash for that, but still. It's much nicer to not have to worry about that. Okay, paperwork left is running out for the month, but I guess I'm gonna check towards the end how the university work is going. Alright, around here. Let's see, David. I'm managing your business degree. 160 hours, yeah, that's solid. Not incredible, but looks like you're getting at least a little bit of experience there. Net worth has gone down by 400, but that means we have ages until anything runs out. Let's see, how long until the business degree is completed? 21 months. I think we can go on ludicrous speed for a while. Like David's happiness and health seem to be stable. We're losing a tiny bit of money each month. I guess we can buy some stocks. Sort by market cap. Oh, Schmidtcare got surpassed by Schenck Scholastic. Even though the share price is this high. Interesting. Well, David, we're going back into shares. We're gonna buy 100 shares? 100 shares of... Oh, come on, just give me... Yeah. Just 100. No. Okay, I'm gonna buy roughly 100. 105 stocks of Schenck Scholastic. Dividend per share is 186, so each year we're gonna get 180, roughly 183 euros. Come on. 101. Come on. Can I get it to exactly 100? Yeah, okay. Shareholder activism. Oh, interesting. You can then either pressure the business or try to maybe pressure the stock market in general. Interesting. Futures market, office supplies. Oh. So you can buy a bunch of office supplies and then sell them at some point. Interesting. That's very cool. Oh, that's very cool. So you can basically, yeah, future trade in office supplies. Oh, none of these. Oh, these ones would be really useful. I guess I should save for them. If we can get the dislike for driving to a like, for example, that would be really nice. Oh, but it's also... Okay, so you can just upgrade something. It is then also always linked to a downgrade. Yeah, I mean, can't do anything else. Burnout is still active for 4 months. But at least we also have engaged synapses for 1 month. Alright, could be better. Net worth is not falling that much. How much university time is left? 18 months. And David's performance is pretty good, I think. Yeah, I think it was definitely the right idea to sell the business. It does mean that we are a little bit... we've basically worked a long time without anything, seeing any profit from that. Like, we worked 2 years and then sold everything for 38,000 roughly. But at least David now is in a position where we can slowly get the degree, then get back to the business and maybe actually be successful in that. I think not having set hours with an employee is also really going to be really useful. So yeah, I think that was the saving grace. And the first time I tried to sell the business, there was an offer of what, 800 euros? So turning that into 36,000 is insane. Okay, inflation rate of 7.6% is obscene. Central bank interest rate is incredibly high. Economic growth is, I mean, it's good, but with that high of an inflation rate, that's gonna be rough. I think as an auditor, is that bad for us? It's probably fine. Right? Because auditor isn't really linked to purchasing any goods, so if inflation is super high... Oh, but we have fairly long contracts. So if we do a contract and then inflation goes up 10%, that basically means that towards running the running out time of the contract... I don't know. I have no idea how auditors work. Let's be reasonable here. I don't have any experience in any of these fields. How's the university work going? I guess we can speed it up again. End the month. Pneumonia. Engaged synapses has gone down. Oh, but burnout has gone away. That's really useful. That's nice. Can we repay the educational loan? It is 16,000. I think we can just repay that. Right? 15 months to go. I guess 15 months on 10,000 is a little bit rough, so I'm not gonna do that quite yet. And I mean, the loan still has a while till it kicks in, so we can always wait a bit. Net worth went down by 200. It's not great. Inflation rate of 8.1%. Ugh. It's outpacing the stock market. Right now it's also outpacing it's tax time. 8,600 debt has been added due in 3 months. Oh, that's from the sale of the company. I guess, yeah, we didn't... I'll pay it in full. Thank God we didn't pay back the loan immediately. Yeah, taxable income, a lot of that is... Let's see. Do we demand a bonus? A one-time bonus is not going to be all that helpful for us. We want a wage increase. Is it going to be that big of a wage increase? Oh, 13.9%. 13.09. Yeah, that's going to be necessary. With inflation this high, 13.09 is going to be the very minimum what David needs. So yeah, I'm happy to keep this as a part-time job for a while, but with the inflation, like us not having gotten a wage increase this time means that David is basically down for the year. Like, it's going to be 8% this year, then what, 9% or something more next year. That's gonna then be with interest, so David is gonna be at a drastically underpaid in a bit. Guess that's how it works. Guess that's what you get for being a wage slave. Bit dumb from the employer, I guess, because David is just gonna end up leaving. If the wage doesn't increase as the inflation does, then there's no point in staying with that job. 9.1% inflation. Ugh. Yeah, there's not gonna be no point staying with the job, and without the job, like if David leaves, they have to find someone else, and then gonna have much higher wages because they have to adjust that to inflation for the entire duration, and they have to train something new. So yeah, not very based of the employer to not offer a wage increase there. Not a good play, so to say. Alright, David is getting up the paperwork, and that's it for the month. Those 300, that's all you're gonna get. Let's see, how many months are left of this? 11 months remaining. Let's just travel back and forth. I think even after the loan is due, I'm gonna have to use a little bit of time to just straight up gain money. Losing streak in chess, yeah, that's fine. I'm gonna have to use a little bit of time to just spend and not make any money with the auditing business, and so it's gonna be good to have a large cash account for that. So yeah, I'm just gonna pay down the loan. How bad is the loan? Education loan takes 130 months and is 16,000. That's still a lot per month, but it's very... Actually, what? No, 130 months. Never mind, it's not that bad. Could be much worse. If the job ends up being successful, then David shouldn't have an issue with that. And if it isn't successful, we're just gonna apply somewhere else again. Like, it's nice to have the small income, because that means that there's gonna be at least a little bit coverage for, I guess it covers the rent in full and maybe some food costs. Were there dividends? Why was there a gain last month? Oh, I'll never know. David gained embarrass. Economic growth is crashing. Yeah, too bad. I mean, we're in a recession. Quite severe recession. Why are you embarrassed? What's wrong, David? What happened? Someone talked down to you? Pee your pants? What happened? Alright, I think we're gonna go until David finally finishes the education, so it's gonna be a lot of fast forwarding. And then next time we can set up David Business 2. Electric Boogaloo. What's the performance? 76, that's really good. David's gonna be the best auditor. Okay, let's rush through the year. Maybe there's gonna be a nice opportunity for a tax break as well. Nothing for the birthday, because presumably due to the paperwork, it's just not going well mental health wise for David. Yeah, seeing that there are part-time jobs, that's definitely what David should have done to begin with. not a full-time job and then another full-time job and then like a half part-time job and an education possibly. It's interesting to see the net worth, because I assume the net worth also includes loans. Otherwise, yeah, otherwise David's net worth wouldn't be this low. Lohkoppestraße is expiring. Renew lease for 622.88 per month. I mean, we're gonna have to, but that's a definitely rent increase. I remember the last one being 500 something. And it probably was an increase from that because I didn't... This one already tells us the new amount. Alright, when are you gonna graduate? How many months? 5. Yeah, our expenses are definitely increasing, and with economic growth being bad, that's gonna be a rough time for everybody involved. How are the stocks doing? Oh, Schenk Scholastic didn't do very well. Did they? Share price? Yeah, I think I kind of bought at all-time high, didn't I? How can I check that? I mean, dividend per share went up by a lot, I think, even. So maybe I didn't? I couldn't say what my expenses were, or how to find that. Equity, trading history? Okay, I bought 100 for 81, and they're currently sitting at 64. Oh, stonks. That went very well. That's... oh. Don't want to see that too many times. Right. How many months are left? It's 3 months. So I think with 1 month to go, we can then kind of start setting up the business already, because we need to go fish for leads anyway. David Chatterman gained embarrassed. Where are you getting that? It's from the social club. Oh, I see. That's fine then. I guess. Let's hope you don't get a mental break. Otherwise, we're good. At least you're not overworked anymore. I assume you have a, I guess, normal distribution of going to university and then having a small part-time job. Although 55 hours is already quite a lot for a part-time job during university. Depends a bit on the degree, but if your degree is super time-consuming, then 55 hours a month is still rough. You have no taxes to pay or refunds to receive. What the fuck? No refund? Give me the money back. Oh, interesting. It also shows here the dividends. Wait, we still can't get a wage increase? That's wild. I'm gonna schmooze the boss again. Yeah, I guess David isn't working that many hours a month, so it's kind of slow getting performance rating up. And we would need 90 something to be able to demand an increase. 2 years without a wage increase is extremely disheartening. I assume if David was just job hopping, other jobs would at this point be much better. But we don't need to. We have 1 month. Okay. It's time to rent another office. How do you rent an office? Hire lawyers, order coffee. Office admin. I think we just have to look for it. It was search for new real estate. Is it going to be real estate or sites? I think it's real estate. And we want small office. Here, small office. I guess first we go back to the city hall. We're gonna get another business permit. Start a new one. Went so well last time. Alright. Enter name. David in... Chatterman. There's a... at least in German, a funny like boat naming thing. Wait. Oh, it's Unsinkable. Yeah. It also works in other languages. Unsinkable 2. Unsinkable 2. Oh, I'll spell that correctly. Unsinkable 2. Chatterman Unsinkable 2. Perfect. What is it gonna be? Well, you already know it's an audit job. Is it simple? Yeah, it's probably a simple business. Auditing services. Related industries. Estimated startup cost for this business is 114,000. Significantly lower if you can work the jobs yourself. Yep. Fair enough. Set location, and we're gonna find new suitable properties for a small office. What is this? I don't remember what the other one was called. I think it was Chatterman Industries. Well, it's gonna be time for us. Chatterman Unsinkable 2. Oh, buy? That's so expensive. Okay, this one 1,000 rent. This one absolutely not. This one absolutely not. This one would be fine rent-wise, but it is a bit... It's a bit far away. I think we're gonna go for the more expensive rent. Chatterman, move in. Well, are you gonna move in then? Hope you're not disregarding your universities. Oh. Okay, let's get those going just in case. I don't want you to suddenly fail your business degree or at least lose a significant amount of progress just because we moved in. Yeah, this is gonna be kind of rough for your health and happiness, but David, it is what I decided that you would do. So it's what you're gonna do. I'm sorry. Alright. Jobs. Auditor. Close. You currently can't work them, but that is fine. Oh, and I need the work desk, office desks again. I'm gonna get one office desk for now. Okay, how did it work again? Sitting surface? Oh, you want a gaming chair, David? Rather than, I think, a sofa last time? Yeah, how about it? Gaming chair. Office amenities. Coffee maker? Coffeetron? Let's do a Coffeetron. Don't need a fridge. You don't need no silly fridge. then this, offer supplies times 10, shift click to add auto action, and also buy it normally. Office admin, yep, order from wholesale. And then we're gonna open up. We're open for business. How do I... Yeah, cold calling strangers. I guess it doesn't need to be all the time. I just want to have that happen sometimes. And also definitely like 3 times this month. Speaking of 3 times this month, how's your love life, David? Ooh, we can move in. Teolinda Jankaria. Ooh, are we gonna save that for next time? I think I'm gonna save that for next time. So this one was more of a setting up stream. We're gonna have David graduate. Like it was the speed running the education system. And then next time, oh boy. It's gonna be a whole new world. That's a lot of expensive, yeah. Lots of expenses. No contracts offered. And we're losing 1,000 a day for this one. Oh, 1,000 a month. Yep, that's rough. Alright, next time we're gonna romance someone, we're gonna start business Unsinkable 2. And hopefully this time, second attempt, is gonna be much nicer. We are in an economic crash. The stock market performance is horrendously bad. Oh god, it's awful. Our stocks are doing... Well, we bought in at all-time high. Yay, I guess. We don't have to think about it. Just ignore that one. Write it off as a loss. Alright. With that, I thank you for watching. I thank you for... yeah, I think the interest, at least in the YouTube uploads, has been really nice. So thank you for that as well. And I will try to be back in a more reasonable interval. Bye bye. See ya.